Here we go. I'm super excited. It's Free Coaching Friday. I spilled water all over my legs. That's okay, I'm wearing shorts. It's fine, it'll dry. It's Free Coaching Friday. Hopefully I can see your guys' comments because I'm on my phone tonight. And the last couple of times I've come live, I haven't been able to see your questions or when you're commenting. So hopefully I can see you. There's Corey. Corey, can you say something in the comments so I can make sure I can see you? Okay, so all of July I've been coming live. I plan to come live. Corey says she loves my shirt. Okay, good. I can see you. I have full intentions of coming most of the Fridays in July to do, hi Amy, some free coaching for you guys. So last week I did a thread. This week I'm coming live. Next week I'm going on vacation. Monday's my birthday and we're gonna go to the beach for the week. So I might not come live next Friday, but that's okay. I'll come up with something fun for you. And then the rest of the month I'll come on Fridays and do some free coaching. So this is just like open, whatever questions you have, type them in the comments and I'm going to give you some free coaching. There's nothing that is off limits. We can talk about business, we can talk about branding, we can talk about mindset, we can talk about groups, we can talk about money, we can talk about being a mom in business, we can talk about our spouses if we want, we can talk about grief and what grief looks like for some of us. Anything and everything is totally open for you guys. So if you're there's a hornet. If you're brand spanking new to my community here, I want to welcome you. My name is Brittany Budd. Like I said, this is my community. I'm the facilitator and creator, and I'm super excited that you're here. Welcome. I'm a mindset and business coach, and I help online entrepreneurs to build and scale their online businesses to 6 figures and beyond using organic social media marketing strategies. So much fun. So as you guys are popping on here, feel free to just start dropping your questions. Oh, here we go. Amy's got one. Oh, let's make this happen. I'm going to be here for 1 hour. So it's about 7, just after 7 Eastern Standard Time. So it's like 6 Central and 5 Mountain and 4 Pacific. So I'll be here for 1 hour only. After an hour, I'll be hopping off and going to hang out with my husband who just got home from work. Amy says, I overthink content constantly so much that most of the time I end up not posting at all. Why do I have such a block? Ooh, Amy, why do you have such a block? Let's talk about this. Are you struggling to come up with ideas for posting content, or are you feeling like the content that you're writing, like, are you having a little bit of self-doubt where you're like, maybe no one wants to hear this? I don't know what the point of this is. I want to coach you in the best way that I can. So can you let me know what exactly? I guess I can just like dive in while you're typing because there is always a delay when you come live and people comment. I hope that breeze isn't too loud, although it is giving me like model vibes as it blows my hair. So when I talk about content creation, you guys, it's really there's like a really simple formula that you can use, which is like the bucket formula. So you do, I have ideas, I think I maybe check myself too much. Yes, maybe. Okay. So let me just quickly explain these buckets. So I always get my clients, or like I've done this with you guys in this group before, like get a couple of pieces of paper, jot down some things that you know about. So like people want to know about you, especially if you're putting yourself out there online. You know, we're not just businesses, we're people. And people want to buy other people. And so in your buckets, you want to put things like your family. And once you've got one bucket, you're going to start drawing spokes off of it. It's like a brainstorming exercise and writing all these different topics that you can talk about with respect to your family. So conversations with your husband, crazy things your kids say, meal planning, to homeschool or not to homeschool. That is the biggest question right now. All these different things. Maybe you have pets, maybe you live on a farm, all of these things that have to do with your family. This is how you come up with content about your family. You're also going to go over to what's your business about. So when I talk about business, I talk about branding, I talk about groups, I talk about mindset, I talk about how to make money, income producing activities, burnout, you know, the hustle and grind, all of these things. And so you just kind of make these big wheels, spoke, brainstorming graphic kind of things, I guess, because you're drawing and you're spoking and you're circling. And then every day you just like pull a couple of pieces from each one, so that people can get to know you, like you, trust you, and also learn what you're about. Now, if you're writing content, I'll give you guys just like an example. If you're writing content, especially if you're in a group, so you want to mind map, yes, Corey, you want to give value. Value is not just being inspirational, but it's also giving people tips that they can implement, like, oh, those are really great tips. I can start implementing this in my life right away, or in my business right away, and start seeing some results, right? But you also want to be selling. So sometimes you're going to write content that's super valuable, but at the end, you've got a sales pitch. And so I don't know if this is kind of falling into a whole other thing with your content, but I want to encourage you, when you have something in your mind that you want to write about, I'm a big believer that those ideas are planted in our minds for a reason. And like I said, I was going to give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, I posted in my group about how I was having this like financial growth spurt in my business and in my personal life, where the money I was making was like a lot more than I really thought I was making, you know, until you really sit down and go, wow, I made like $1,000 in the first 6 months of 2019, but I've made like over $35,000 in the first 6 months of 2020, and that's only really since February, really, when I changed my model. And it was just kind of like, whoa, right? And so I'm writing this, and I'm like 2 paragraphs in, and I'm heavy sighing at myself and going, you should delete this is shit. Like, I did not know where I was going with the story. It started in my brain somewhere, and I'm halfway through, and I'm like, this is not going the way I thought it was gonna go. And I really debated, do I delete this and start over? Do I like completely scrap this as like something I want to share, or do I just keep going? And then I remembered, no, every time I have an idea of a piece of content I want to write, I should put it out even if it's stupid. And that was like, I finished it, I put it out there, and I was just like, whatever happens happens. Maybe it'll get buried by like somebody asking a question, and I don't have to be so embarrassed about it. But it actually turned into a really engaging piece. People were commenting, they were like, oh my goodness, this is so good. Oh, I needed to hear this today. Thank you, thank you. And I was like, wait, what? That was okay. And so I'm telling you this as an encouragement that when you feel like there's a piece of content on your heart, sometimes you just need to write it, even if it's messy. Even if you don't know where it's going, there's someone out there that needs to hear it. Messy, mistakes, grammatical errors, run-on sentences, someone needs to hear it. So I want to encourage you, press post. Write it and just press post. And honestly, the more you write content, the more confident you'll feel, and the more easily you'll be able to go, oh yeah, this is where I wanted to go with this piece. And you'll be able to kind of finish it up in a clean and clear way and sell something amazing at the end of it. Okay, but I don't want you to overthink it. I know it's hard. I'm a perfectionist too. I used to guys, when I started this group, I did not invite a soul, tell a soul for over 2 weeks. I was just pooping my pants. Like, oh my goodness, this isn't gonna work. No one's gonna join. Why would anybody join? What am I even gonna talk about? Like, how am I gonna get customers and clients from this? I don't know what I'm doing. This is a terrible idea. And I sat on it for over 2 weeks before I was like, okay, world, I have this group. Who wants to join? And now look at it. It's not even 9 months old, and we're so close to 3,000 members. And it's just like a super fun place to be. I think I have fun in here. So if it's on your heart, you just got to do it messy. And honestly, when we do it messy, we resonate with more people, right? Because when we put on this like, I'm perfect. Everything's amazing. Nothing ever goes wrong in my life. Like, I never toot. My kids never cry. Everything's just amazing. Other people cannot relate to that because they're just like, you never toot. Your kids never cry. Your house is perfectly clean. There's not a fingerprint on any piece of glass or stainless steel in your house. I can't relate to that. And so when we do it messy, people can relate to us. So just put it out there, babe. You've got this. Erica says, yes, this is so true. Corey says, I had that happen today. I wasn't sure about a post, but I booked a call from it. Boom, baby, yes. Amy says, yes, awesome. Someone needs to hear it. Boom, yes. Whoop, fist pump. Corey says she loves it in here. Thanks, everybody. Amy, does that answer your question? Do you feel a little bit better? I mean, drop more. All right, friends, keep it coming. I see we've got like a little crowd forming here, so come on in. Ask me something. What do we want to talk about tonight? I wish that I had something to talk about just to like fill the gaps. I guess I should talk about how we're going to the beach on Monday. I'm taking all my kids to the dentist for the first time. So like, you want to talk about doing it messy? I'm going to try to take 3 kids between the ages of 2 and 6 to the dentist all at once. Amy says, yes, you are so right. Oh, good, Amy. I love it. Go get them. I got my hair done. It's back to my pinky and purpley self, so I'm feeling good. Brianna says, this applies to new products also. I sometimes think, ew, no one will like these new earrings. Then I post them and they're a huge hit. Oh, Brianna, yes, girl, yes. Why would anyone think, ew? Your work is so amazing. Don't ever think, ew. If you made it, girl, it's beautiful. And even if you feel like, I made these and I hate them. Just like when we write posts and we're like, oh my goodness, I wrote this and I hate it. If you made them and you hate them, that doesn't mean anything. I wrote that post, I freaking hated it. People loved it. You might make something and be like, oh my goodness, I do not want to do this. No one's going to buy these. I should throw them in the garbage. But I bet you someone will buy them because your work has value and people like all kinds of different things. Erica says, same LOL. And Corey says, all right, that sounds fun. Wahahaha, not dentist. We'll see. Wish me luck, everybody. Awesome, awesome. Keep those questions coming, you guys. I love doing these. I'm out on my back deck. The sun's going down, so by the end of this, it might be half dark around me, but that's okay. So yeah, we're going to another town that's close to a beach this weekend, which I'm really excited about. Or no, sorry, Monday for like the week. We're gonna get my mother-in-law to watch the kids so we can go to dinner because it's my birthday. Oh, my mother-in-law just texted me saying she wants to talk later. Fun. She's so fun. She calls me like once a week just to talk. It's weird. She calls me more than my own mom. But she does live far away, so. All right, you guys, what else is going on? Did everybody enjoy the June series? What did you implement? Did you have any questions about what I taught in June? Or maybe you're going through the units and you're going through my like signature program. Have any questions about that? Thank you, Brianna. My signature program is so much fun, you guys. Go check out the units tab if you haven't done it already. It's like 12 things. It's like 12 units. The videos are really short. The worksheets are really short, but it's all about like mindset and manifestation and having the right thoughts, getting out of your comfort zone, overcoming the fears that are holding you back from being the person you want to be and having the business you want to have. It's so, so, so good. Trish says, what is the one thing you suggest for direct sales peeps to do more out of their comfort zones? Live video. Facebook loves live video. So anytime you go live, Facebook makes sure that it like tells your audience. So I would say definitely doing more live videos about yourself. You know, it's not about building brand recognition for the company you're with. It's about building brand recognition for yourself. Like, you are your own brand, not the company you work for. And I think that's where a lot of network marketers particularly get caught up, because they've never been in business before. And now here they are, they're joining this network marketing company, and they're just like die-hard fans of XYZ company. But really, people want to know you, right? They want to learn about you and resonate with you and relate to you and know what you're like. And if you can build your own brand of, this is what I talk about, this is what I'm about. You know, my whole thing was like, I have pink hair. That's what kicked off my brand. I dyed my hair pink and the whole game changed for me. But creating your own brand awareness where, you know, Trish is the brand, but also she sells socks. It's a lot easier than just being the face of another company. People don't resonate with that as much. So if you're doing lives, not just about your products, but about your life and who you are and what you do, and just letting people get a glimpse of what it's like to be you, they love it because they feel like they know you. It's almost like belly to belly. I don't know how familiar everybody is with that term, belly to belly, but it's like getting in front of somebody else and having a conversation where you're two people together, like in person. But because we're all social media, and not even, this is like before COVID and everything, because we're all online trying to build businesses, it's really hard to build the same relationship as we can when we're in front of another person, where they can get a feel for our energy and our vibe and what we're really like. You know, when we're just typing, it's so hard to really get a feel of what people are like, because when we're reading, we're giving our own inflections, we're giving our own tones, we're reading it different ways than maybe it's intended. But when you come live and you're talking and you're like, hey everybody, it makes people feel like they know you. Like, for people to see me, like, people have been following the journey of my deck, which still isn't done, by the way. I'm not thrilled, and I do blame COVID for that. People enjoy that, and people like seeing my kids, and they enjoy hearing about my husband, and they get to hear my voice, and they get to hear me laughing and telling my stories and stumbling on my words and going on tangents, and it makes them feel like, I like her, I know her, she's my friend. And when people think, I like her, I know her, she's my friend, then they want to do things that you're doing. They want to get closer to you. They want to get into your circle because they're like, I love when she goes live. I like her. I know her. She's my friend. I want to do what she's doing because I like her and I know her and she's my friend. And I want to be around her more. And that's how you start getting more and more people to buy from you, to get into your company, to join you, because they just want another layer of who you are. They want another layer of access to you. So, number one thing I suggest, do more lives, and not just about your company, but also talk about your company sometimes. Erica asks, what are the best parts of pursuing being an entrepreneur? Like, the most rewarding parts? I think everyone here would have something different to say. For me as a coach, I'm a coach because I'm really passionate about other people being successful. Like, when I have a client and they're like, I'm gunning for $5,000 this month, I'm like, yes, let's make a plan. And then they come to me at the end of the month and they go, I made $5,000. Or they come to me before the end of the month and they're like, I just made $5,000. That's the most rewarding to me. My whole thing is, I want to have a hand in helping the most moms make 6 figures and up from home. That's like all I want in life. I want there to be a bajillion moms with kids at home, making 6 figures, running online businesses, doesn't matter, network marketing, coaching, VAs, doesn't matter. But I want to be a part of that. That's really important to me. I want so many to be like, Brittany helped me. There's so many of us because Brittany helped us. That's all I want. Other women just fucking killing it at life and enjoying life and being the moms and being the wives and making the money and hiring the maid because they want to and going on vacations because they can and getting their kids whatever the hell they want. Because that's what moms want, right? We're always so selfless. My coach was making a comment recently about how men never say that their dreams are to retire my wife. But women always say that. I want to retire my husband. We love it. It's our family thing. We love it. We want our husbands. We know they work hard. And we look at them and go, I want you to be home with us. I want to pack up and move across the country if I feel like it. I want to go on a cruise around the world for 9 months because we can. We have these family goals. Like it's the collective goal. And I talk about this when I talk to people about their spouses and things. Like when you're a family unit and you're a husband and wife, you each have goals, you each have expectations. And it's really important that you have your own individual goals, which I know I'm like going way off of what she asked me. You have your own individual goals, but you also have like goals for the collective good, right? Like I want to do this, you want to do that, but ultimately if I do this and you do that, it makes this for us. And that's so powerful, right? And it seems like being a mom in business is really hard. It seems like it takes all of the hours of your day. You're ignoring your kids, you're screaming at them because you're frustrated, your phone's not stopping, you're just trying to do all the things. That's just like poor strategy and people that just don't know what they're doing. I'm on my phone. I'm in this group putting out content, but I only like work an hour or two a day on my business. I usually have an intake call or a client session or a couple client sessions. Some days I like bulk up my clients, so I work like 3 hours a day instead of 1 or 2. Once in a while I'll work 4. I don't work Fridays, I don't work Saturdays, I don't work Sundays. I take all 3 days off to be with my family, and like I'm going to hit 6 figures, like more than 6 figures this year. By the end of December I'll be over 6 figures since changing my strategy in February. And I want to, bringing it back around to your question, the most rewarding thing for me is to teach other moms how to do it. Does that answer your question? You're so good at speaking, you love it. Oh, well, thank you. Rena says, do you think you have to go live on a regular basis or once in a while is enough? Do you think customers are more likely to buy if going live is just to chat and not just about earrings? Okay. It's all about value, right? I'm a big believer that if you put out value, it's going to come back to you in cash. So if you were looking to really like influx what's going on in your business, this goes for everybody, network marketers, coaches, doesn't matter. If you're looking to really give an influx of what's going on in your business, ask yourself, let's say you want to hit like $5,000 this month. Okay. Ask yourself, how can I give $5,000 worth of value to my audience this month? What can I do? So maybe you come live. Like I'm coming live on Fridays now to do some free coaching because I want to give you guys a ton of value. Last month I came live Monday to Friday every day. Like every weekday of June I was here giving you guys value. You don't have to come live every day, but it might interest you to come live once a week, maybe twice a week, and talk about what's going on in your life. Talk about how you come up with designs. Talk about maybe do like a thread where you're like, what kind of things do you guys like to see? What colors do you like paired together? Like, oh, this is like an uncommon pairing. Like, what do you guys think? Is it pretty? Is it hot or is it not? Like, there's all kinds of things that you can do. But I also think people are going to buy from you if you're just talking about your life, because people want to know you. Like when Arabella's eye blew up with that eye infection, I was getting messages from people that I did not know, or people that I barely know, that were like, oh my goodness, your daughter, is she okay? And even like days after, when I was like, she's okay, everybody, she has medicine, people were still like, is she okay? Is she still okay? I've been thinking about her. Because people like to know you. And so when people are watching you like that, they're going to eventually buy from you or hire you or do whatever with you, because they're interested in who you are. You're in their brain. Like, I didn't talk about Arabella's eye for like a week. And like I say, people were messaging me. Is she okay? How is she? What's going on? She was top of mind for them. And if she/me is top of mind, what else is top of mind that I'm saying for those people, right? So just be a normal person. Talk about your life. Let people in. They love it. I enjoy doing 100 and 100 from UI, but it scares me. I did one today and it felt great. So going to work at doing one a day. I don't think that you need to do 100 and 100 for various reasons. But I think that you just need to be, whatever you decide to do, go all in on it and be consistent with it. It doesn't really matter how often you go. You know, the 100 and 100 is more of a getting over your fear of going live and getting in the zone of talking in front of people. If you've done that, you don't really need to do it again, because that was really for you, not your audience so much. So I would just like I said, go back to the bucket thing that I talked about earlier, and maybe go like once or twice a week, just check in and see how people are doing. And share a little bit of your life, share a little bit of what's going on. It's just to get people to know you. Corey says, on one of my strategy sessions today, the girl told me that after my class this week, she saw real estate in a whole new way. I'm excited to see if we will work together. I bet you she will. Here's the thing about that, Corey. If you're putting out free content, like free value, people will eventually, let me back up. If you're putting out free value and free content and people are absorbing it, meaning they're coming and watching, they're staying the whole time, they're interacting, they're engaging, they will turn into customers, clients, buyers, whatever. Like, mark my words. If they're because there's so much free shit nowadays. Freebies. Everyone's just like inundated with freebies at this point in their lives. Free webinars, free masterclasses. Like, I'm doing my free masterclass again on Groups, but like, sidebar, I'm doing it because there's a whole new hack. It's new. I didn't know about it. I just learned about it. And so I've been putting out my webinar as a recording to like thousands of people. And now there's a new thing. And I just don't feel good knowing that there's a new thing. And I'm putting out a recording that doesn't have it. Like, it's not included because I made the recording like 2 months ago. So I'm coming back live to teach everybody so everybody knows, because I don't want to know something and not share it. But there's like PDFs and workbooks and quizzes, and there's just like, everything is just free nowadays. There's so much free value out there that most people are just kind of like numb to it at this point, right? Like, okay, I'm going to download this. I'm probably never going to open it. It'll say unopened in my inbox for like a week and then I'll delete it. But if you're putting out something that people are actually watching, listening to, implementing in their lives, doing, and they didn't pay for it, then that means that they really enjoy you. They really like what you have to say. They think that you have value. And eventually, 100%, I believe that they will turn into clients. Yes, all of the above. Hearts, clapping hands. Someone said that those were high fives the other day, and I was like, no, those are clapping hands, because when you high five somebody, like, this is my right hand, and if I'm gonna high five you, boom, you're gonna come at me with your right hand, which actually would be like this, right? Our thumbs would be going opposites, and that's like, who high fives with their right hand to someone else's left hand? You always like cross, right? Like, when you shake someone's hand, it's like right hand, right hand. When you high five someone, it's like right hand, left hand, but it's never like right hand to left hand. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. Dana says, hey, hi Dana. Trish says, that is awesome. Corey says, you're making them itchy. So Corey's one of my clients, and I say this to them all the time, my clients. Every time you're putting content out there and you're putting a sales pitch at the bottom, you're making people itchy. So I have my calendar link embedded in my website, which means I get stats. So I know like how many hundreds of people are clicking my link to book a strategy call with me every month, every day. I can break it down to every day, compared to how many people are actually going all the way to the end and booking. And so I get this from my coach. She's like, everyone that's clicking without going to the end and booking a session is just really itchy. And so when you're giving out really good stuff and people are clicking but they're not buying yet, they're hesitant, they're getting in their own way a little bit, maybe they're afraid a little bit, you're just making them itchy. And then eventually they're gonna go, oh my goodness, it's killing me, and they're gonna scratch themselves. And when they scratch themselves, it's actually like going to the end and hiring you or buying what you're selling or whatever. But it's all about like putting out stuff that makes people be like, ooh, I want to work with her. Ooh, it's making me itch. Hearts, 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 waving hands. Are you guys still there? That was weird. I just got a notification on my phone that I'm like running out of space. I'm not even downloading this. Great tips. Brianna says, when is the new group strategy coming out? You didn't miss it. It's going to be at the end of the month. It's going to be July 30th at either 8 or 9 my time. So either 7 or 8 Eastern time. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Let me... Oh, she's still here. Here's the link to register. And then if you're registered for it and you can't make it live, that's okay. The next day, because it always takes me like 2 hours, then it's got to like download or whatever. The next day I email it to everyone that's ever registered. So there's the link. If you're not registered, go register. Like, share it with your friends because it's really good. And almost everyone here has seen it, so they can tell you how good it is. It's not like this ain't your mama's webinar. There's no PowerPoint presentation where I'm going through boring ass slides. Everybody jumps in and I immediately start screen sharing my own laptop. And I go into this group behind the scenes and start showing you all my settings, all my analytics, all my algorithm goodness, everything that you need to know to turn your group, start it, revive it if it's dead, get it engaging, get it thriving, get Facebook to recommend it for you. That's always really nice. And make money from it. So you do not want to miss out. It's so good. All right, my Zoom downloaded. I didn't get an email saying anyone registered. Do you get a list of who registered? Yes. This was from your webinar that was yesterday or the day before, I'm assuming. So if you go into like my meetings and then go to past meetings, you can click on the title of whatever you gave your webinar, and then you should be able to scroll down and it'll say like meeting registration, yes, and then it'll say something like registrants, and then it you'll need to download it. It'll go into an Excel file, and then you can like drag and drop all the emails into MailChimp or whatever auto mailer you're using. I know you're using MailChimp, but this is for anybody that's listening that's not on MailChimp. You just like download the whole Excel sheet, copy and paste, import into whatever audience you have, and then like Bob is your uncle on that one. Go take a look and let me know. And if it doesn't work, I'll help troubleshoot with you later. Not now, because I can't see. But if we need to, we can hop on a Zoom together and you can screen share with me and I'll try to figure it out. That's the level of service I give my clients. Corey and I already talked this week. We don't talk for 2 more weeks, but I'm not going to leave her hanging on this webinar for 2 weeks. That's not fair. So let me know what you come up with. All right, ladies, we still have like 20 more minutes. What other questions do you guys have? It's like damp here. I just spent like too long curling my hair, and it's like, oh, that's a good curl. That's a great curl. Like, what is this? It's like half, I can feel the air is like sticky. I'm frizzing. Starting to frizz up here, girls. Anyway. What else, ladies? What other questions do you have? 40 people! Yes, Corey, yes! That's amazing! This is the first time that she's put out a webinar and asked people to register. So, like, way to go! Have a dance party. How do you like to celebrate? I'm a big one, like feed in the emotions that you're feeling when you have any size win. Any win is a win. I don't really believe in sizes of wins. You get 40 people registered for your webinar, boom, you win. It's not big or small. You hit 10K in your business in 1 month, boom, that's a win. It's not, you might feel like, oh, that's big, oh, that's small. Wins are wins. You're the one that's putting sizes in them and putting them into the boxes. Well, this one's an extra small one, this one's small, this is medium, this is large. Like, you don't have to put your wins in boxes. You can just enjoy them at all sizes. And when we feel our wins and we're like, holy crap, 40 people registered, woo! Like, I can feel her holy crap. And I can hear her voice saying, holy crap! If we can enjoy those feelings, it just gives us, it gives us so many more opportunities to have those wins keep coming to us, coming to us, coming to us. So enjoy it, soak it up. And like, I like celebrating. I usually celebrate with food. But I think we should celebrate all of our wins because there are no sizes in my mind. Wins are wins, and we need to celebrate them, because when we're grateful and showing gratitude and appreciation for what God and the universe is bringing to us, but also for what we're bringing to ourselves, because that's not how the world works, we have to put ourselves out there. You know, I had someone join the group a couple of months ago, and I mean, you guys are all here. You may remember that one of my questions is, why do I care if LinkedIn closes? I don't even like LinkedIn. One of my questions, it was a pop-up on my phone. One of the questions was, do you want my manifestation guide? It's 5 keys to manifest anything you want in life. And someone wrote in, like, you don't have to give me your email address to get it. Someone wrote in and was like, I'm not into that stuff. And I was like, you think that it's woo-woo, but manifesting is really just like having a concept in your mind, a thought in your mind, and working towards it. So anyway, that was just kind of funny to me. So yeah, celebrate that God and the universe is working for your good, but also celebrate that, yes, because I say to you guys all the time, business is an experiment. There's no magic bullet. What works over here for you does not work over here for her. So it's just an experiment. I need to figure out what works for me. I'm a unique individual person. There's no one on this planet like me. So, okay, this has to stop. So we're experimenting. And so when we find something that works, yes, celebrate. It's like mixing chemicals and you had the reaction you wanted, right? Yes, awesome. This experiment worked. I'm doing the right things. Hooray. Now I know I can keep doing this thing. Oh, I did this over here. This did not work. Guess what? I'm not going to keep doing it. I got to keep finding what works. I got to keep finding what feels good. Tina says, I'm dying. We have to wear our masks anytime we're out of our truck because someone saw a UPS driver sneeze and now they're claiming that that's how they got COVID. Oh dear. And it's like 90 degrees. Yikes. You just be like when they deliver our flyers, just like fire packages out the window and keep driving. Vanessa says, do you schedule your posts and how far in advance? Now, Vanessa, I'm going to get real honest, okay? I tell pretty much everyone, schedule out your posts. Schedule them a week in advance. Sit down on Sundays and go, okay. I mean, you can only schedule in your groups. Here are my themes every day of the week. I follow the same themes. If you guys have been here for a long time, you know. Monday we talk about goals. 2 days you guys promote. Tuesday you guys promote. Wednesdays we connect. You share your social medias, your groups, your pages, your IGs, your YouTubes, whatever. Thursdays we collaborate. What are you looking for? Fridays are freebie day. Saturdays are self-care. Sundays are celebration. schedule all those out. You can schedule them out for the rest of your life if you want to. Then I'm like, do some engagement stuff. Like, that's your engagement story. Do some value stuff. Give some really great content. Tell a story, something, and sell. Like at least 3 posts a day in your group. Sell your face off every day, you guys. You gotta remember that just because you're online every day doesn't mean everyone in your group is online every day and hanging out in your group. So if you don't put an open sign in your group every day, hey, I'm open to take new clients. Hey, I'm open, my store's open, come and buy earrings. Hey, come and buy socks, come and buy soaps, come and buy essential oils, hire me as a VA. Then you're missing out on all the people that are like, oh, I'm here today. Oh, she didn't sell me today, so I'm not gonna click anything because I wasn't compelled to. Sell every day. So I tell pretty much everybody, sit down on Sundays, book your content for the week. What do you want to talk about? I say that because most people cannot operate in a, I'm inspired, so I'm gonna write kind of way. They go, oh my goodness, I haven't written anything in my group all day. Oh my, what am I gonna write about? And then they spend like an hour sitting in front of their computer going, something zap into my brain, please. I gotta write something. And that just does not work. But me, you guys see me in here, I'm writing content multiple times a day. I'm in here more than 3 times a day, 5 days a week. Brianna, I posted like 12 times one day. Nobody has ever left. No, I don't have a 100% engagement rate. I think that that's probably impossible. Since like the very early days of this group, there's like 300 or 400 people that are completely inactive. I have no idea who they are. I don't know why they're in here. I don't know why they don't just leave. There's like 300 or 400 people always inactive. But other than those people, and as my group grows, my engagement rate continues to rise because it's still those same 300 or 400 people. Who are you guys? Why are you here? Just leave. My engagement rate would go to 100 if you guys would just leave. But instead, they stay, which is fine because I still have like 2,800 people in here. Most of the people are engaged. And, you know, once I get to 3,000, I'm going to have even higher engagement because it's just that same group of people. Like I say, I don't know where they came from. I don't think that you can post too much. I think that if I posted like 12 times a day, every day, people will be like, okay, I'm just turning off the notifications because this bitch is too damn much. But I am very much an inspirational poster. I gather a lot of content throughout the day that I've got stored in different places on my phone. And if I'm talking to a client, like these girls know when I'm talking about them because they're the best content for me. Conversations that I have with my clients is the best content for me to put out because what's going on with them is, yes, we're all unique, but we're not that unique. So like, yes, our businesses are different, and yes, our spouses' relationships are different, and our kids are different, and everything's different, but at our cores, we're kind of the same. We're moms, wives, trying to do it all, trying to make money. And so I take a lot of inspiration from the conversations I have with my clients and use it as content. So like I say, I tell most people, because most people cannot operate in the same capacity that I can, I tell most people to write content in advance so that they're not screwed. But I'm just not that way. I'm a storyteller. I really like writing content. So for me to bang out 3, 4, 5 pieces of content a day is not a big deal. But for most people it is. So I don't lead by example in that way, because I know that if I was telling people, just write when you're inspired, their groups would tank because they would put so much pressure on themselves to feel inspired. And why don't I feel inspired? What's wrong with me? Is there nothing inspirational in my life? What am I supposed to say? And so I just don't tell people to do that. Because I know that it's not, it works for me, but it's not going to work for everybody. And I know that, you know, nothing's a one size fits all, right? Any advice or coaching you have when doing giveaways? What's your giveaway purpose? is my biggest question. Yeah, that's my question. What's your giveaway purpose? What are you trying to accomplish by giving something away? And then I'll be able to give you advice on it. Like my knee-jerk reaction is don't give away anything too expensive, because it might not be worth it. There's a lot of people that are into things just for freebies. You guys might remember a couple of months ago, Karen Dedrick was gracious enough to send me a message. She is a travel agent, and say, I love your group. I love what it's all about. Can I do a freebie in your group? And I was like, yeah, you can. Of course you can. And so she did a 2-night travel giveaway in this group. And she was like, well, what am I going to give it away for? She's like, I'd kind of like to give it away to grow your group because I just love it. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And so we did. And we had this girl join the group. And no matter how many times I said, this is a group for leaders, coaches, and entrepreneurs. Please don't invite people that do not fit that mold, because they're not going to have any fun in here. 2, for selfish reasons, they're going to fuck up my algorithm big time because they're not going to be engaged. And when they're inactive and not engaged, now my engagement starts dropping, which means Facebook's going to stop recommending it, and it's not going to be a great place to be because Facebook's going to make sure of it. So please don't invite people that really don't belong here in the nicest way possible. And I had this girl, and she was like, I had to delete and decline like every person she invited because she was inviting like kids in high school, like boys in high school with like big gold chains on and like sideways hats. That guy doesn't belong in here. I'm assuming it was like a neighbor kid or like a cousin or something. She was inviting like all kinds of creepy ass men that worked in all kinds of different labor jobs, and their pictures were like, you guys know the type, you get the message, right? And the guy, and he's in a white wife beater, and he's kind of like, yeah, and he takes a selfie, and you're just like, no, thank you. Like, that guy, I'm sorry, I'm not letting this man in. He doesn't belong here. I don't think he's an entrepreneur or a coach of any type. Like old people that I'm assuming were maybe her grandparents. Just like I could very quickly tell not even just like the people that she was inviting, but the sheer number that she was inviting every single person on her friends list. And that's why I say like neighbor kids, family members, everyone on her friends list. She was just like, I'm gonna fucking win that trip. And so the point of this is you're gonna have people that are gonna do whatever it takes to get your free thing, but they don't really give a shit about what the rules are or what's going on. I just want something free. And so, like, I don't even know if this girl's still in this group. I don't remember her name. She just wanted the trip. And so when you're giving stuff away, you really want to be giving it to people that are going to appreciate it, that are going to want to turn around and continue having a working relationship with you. Like, wow, I really love these earrings. I'd love to buy a matching bracelet. Not like, thanks for the earrings, bitch, see ya. Like, like, thanks for the trip, peace out. Like, no, you want people that are the right people, not just people that are like freebie grubbers. Okay, I'm scared that if I post too much, people will leave. That's me. I don't think anybody's gonna leave. And if they leave, that's okay. That's my whole thought. If people leave, okay, I wasn't your cup of tea. Maybe I talk too much. Maybe I'm too loud. Maybe you don't like the way I laugh. Maybe you hate that I swear. Spicy language. Okay, no problem. Other people want to be around me and want to hear me yammer on and lose track of what I'm talking about. Corey says, I love you. You are so inspiring. Thank you. Brandon says, to give back to my customers or to give a new customer a chance to try the product to get them to come back to shop. I wouldn't necessarily give away product to a customer, pardon me. I would do something like, if you have an email list and you're trying to like give back to customers and try to like get them to purchase, or even trying to get new people, I would do some kind of raffle where you're giving away a discount. That way you're still making money because they're still buying from your shop, but you're not giving away product that you could make money on. So I would, like I say, give away a little bit of a discount, maybe 20, 25, maybe even 50%. You could do it all kinds of ways where you're like, if you buy one piece, you'll get 25% off. If you buy 3 pieces, you'll get 50% off. I mean, you need to look at your numbers because you are in business. And I don't think that people should just be like pissing money at the wall trying to get business in. And that was like a big thing in network marketing. It was like, okay, someone's interested. What are you going to give them? My first recruit, I'm going on a tangent, see? My first recruit, I was so excited, but also so like naive and desperate, right? I did not know what I was doing. That woman fucking milked me. I ended up giving her so much product and cash to join me that I lost money. And I thought I was doing the right thing because that's what my upline was doing. Oh, I'll give them $100. Oh, I'll give them $50. Oh, I'll give them this, that, and the other thing for products. Oh, okay, well, I guess I better do that too. I'm making $0, but hey, if you join me, I'm gonna give you $100 plus products. Oh, plus now you're suddenly asking me for more stuff? Can I afford this? I guess so. I don't think I can afford not to because she's got really big promises of who she's gonna sell to, and this is just gonna set me up. Oh, fuck. She just took me to the cleaners, that woman. And then she, like, never bought again, never wanted to sell it, like, ghosted me, quit. Oh, it was awful. So, all of that to say, don't spend money you don't have to. Don't give money away. Don't give free stuff away if you don't have to. You really want to do, like, a customer appreciation? Do a raffle for like a gift card, or do like, I've got 3 of these to give away, and then, you know, people are more like, oh, fun. But don't piss your money up against the wall. If you feel like you need to do that to get customers, I'm gonna say that you probably have a marketing issue. Every problem in your business, not you specifically, Brianna, everyone, if you're not making money in your business, you either have a marketing problem, a sales problem, or a CEO problem. And more than likely, it's all 3. So your marketing, your messaging, those are the same things to me. You're not doing it in a compelling enough way that makes people want to get into your shop. You're not speaking to your ideal client that's making them go, hey, that's me. Oh, you're in my head. Oh shit, she's in my head again. Oh my goodness. Does she live in my brain? Is she stalking me? Is she peeking in the window when I'm sleeping at night? Like, how do you know so much about me? You're not selling in a way that's selling. Like, oh, hey, come on into my shop, maybe. No, okay, never mind, bye. Like, you gotta own your shit. You gotta sell in a way that makes people go, oh my goodness, this is so irresistible. I have to have these freaking earrings. I'm using Brianna as an example because I'm trying to talk to her, but this is for everybody. Or you have a CEO problem. A CEO, a lot of people are like, I don't want to be a CEO, I'm just an entrepreneur. CEO is a person that makes all the decisions. So if you're shying away from CEO, that's a huge problem. Because you are the only person in charge of your business. You make all of the decisions, the buying, the selling, the marketing, the organization, the hiring, everything goes through you. You are the CEO, whether you acknowledge it and accept it or not. If not, time to step up, ladies. You're the fucking CEO. But we have these mindset issues where we're kind of like, I don't want to do this. I'm scared. What if everything goes to shit? What if I fail? What if I don't make any money? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I do the wrong thing? I just want to take a nap today. This is kind of tiring. And then a day turns into a couple of days, and a couple of days turns into a week, and then people are like, does she even still do that anymore? What's going on with her? These are mindset problems. Mindset problems are CEO problems. Okay, so if you're giving away to try to make people buy, I'm going to say you have a sales issue or a marketing issue. That there's a disconnect between your buyers, your ideal buyers, and you. They're not feeling like, I will die if I don't have that. And you need to create that sense of, you will die if you don't have these earrings. Just like when we're coaches and we're VAs, like, I will die if I don't hire Brittany to help me hit 10K months this month. I'm going to die. I'm literally going to die. You don't have to die. I'm going to help you. Or I'm going to die if I don't hire that VA. I need her. She's going to make my life so friggin' amazing. Give me her. How do I get to her? Everybody move. I'm coming through. I need her. Internal storage, man. Or, if a customer is having a hard time, i.e. a cancer diagnosis, is this like a loyal customer that's telling you that they can't afford it anymore? If you have a loyal customer, my friends, hear me. We are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, in my opinion, are servants. Not like servants, but we are good people. We have servant hearts. We want help. If you have a customer that has a cancer diagnosis and they're a loyal customer, I would say send her a pair of earrings. I'm thinking of you. You're in my thoughts. You're in my prayers. Whatever you want to say, you just be a good person and give. Because when we give, we open ourselves up to receive. Okay? And like, you're trying to do the right thing by giving this customer appreciation, but you want to give it to this specific person, maybe? Just give it. Or, like I say, just give her a product. Give her a product. And say, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're doing well. Stay strong, my friend. Corey says, did you know I'm the CEO of 2 companies? I just found that out. I'm gonna say that the Corey Perez real estate team, you're the CEO of that one. And also Corey Perez real estate coach, you're the CEO of that one too. Would I be right? I know you. All right, ladies. It's been an hour just after. I'll give you all one more minute to ask me one more question. It's starting to get cold. See, it's getting dark. There's fog. I can see it rolling. I'm sure if I turned it, I couldn't show you, but it's like blowing. That's why my hair is getting all crazy. So like, for those of you that don't know, I live in the Maritimes, way East Coast Canada, and we are like most small businesses in my town. So we are on the water, cruise ships come here. So in my town, pretty much every small business is either Port City something. So like, one of my friends owns a pawn shop, it's Port City Pawn. There's like Port City Gym, Port City Boxing, so many ports, it's everything. Like, I love my little town, but there's like no originality. Everything's Port City, or it's Fog City. So I think there was like a women's roller derby team, and they were the Fog City Rollers because it's so foggy here because we are a port city. So if you like go downtown any day of the week, any time of day, you're either in sun or you are in fog so thick that you can't even see the tops of all the buildings. And it's just like cold and gross and damp. All right, friends, I don't see anybody asking me any more questions. I hope you all have an amazing night. If you enjoyed this and you found value in all of my ramblings and all of the questions that I answered, this is what it likes to work with me. You ask your questions, I answer them. Only instead of waiting a week, well, actually, no, you would wait a week, but instead of being in this setting, we would be one-on-one. So I work with my clients one-on-one. We talk every single week for 45 minutes. This sets them all up for huge success, massive traction, just like moving the needle in their business, because They're asking me questions. We're coming up with strategies. We're tweaking. We're making plans. We're making moves. Things are happening. And if you've been thinking about booking a call with me, I really want to encourage you to do so. You will not regret it. I know my shit. I show you guys all the time that I know what I'm talking about. And, you know, if consistent 5K months or 10K months or more is what you are after in your business, I make the sales pitch multiple times, like almost every day. I've been doing it for months. If you're still not hitting those goals, book a call with me, because I am like a laser focused machine. As soon as you start talking to me, I'm going to know exactly why you aren't making the money that you want to be making. And not only am I going to know exactly why, I'm going to know exactly what you need to do to fix it. And it's not a one-stop shot. It's not a magic bullet. It's not like, oh, you just need to dye your hair pink. It's a strategic plan of, here's how we make this shift from over here making not what you want to make to now we're over here making what you want to make. Let's build the foundation of this business so that you can make the money you want to make. And it's not taking you hours a day. Like I say, I only work a couple of hours a day. I'm with my kids. I make dinner. We go to the beach. We go to my parents. We play in our pool and on our trampoline, and we go away for a week to the beach. We do all kinds of fun things. I'm a very present, hands-on mother. I'm also a very present, hands-on coach. And I'm a pretty good wife, too. You'd have to ask my husband, but I'm sure he would agree. Let's make this happen for you. This should be a no-brainer, you guys, because the fears, here's the thing. A lot of people are like, I'm afraid that I'm going to put the money out and I'm not going to get a return on my investment. But this is not a self-study program. This is not a group call. This is not like, okay, you're mostly on your own, but once in a while you're going to get support from me. You get full-blown, like all access to me for 6 whole months. Now, I say this to you guys all the time. It takes 30 days to build a habit, 90 days to build a lifestyle, 6 months to build massive traction. So I can teach you how to build a habit, sure, just by being in this group. You can build a habit, you can build a lifestyle, but are you getting the massive traction? Maybe not. But that's what you get from me. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna troubleshoot. I'm going to turn whatever lifestyle you have in your mind of what it looks like to run a business into reality. All those coaches that you're looking at, all those network marketers are at the top of their company and they're like on the backs of boats in Bali, and you're just like, what? How come that's working for her? What's she doing that I'm not doing? I'll tell you what she's doing that you're not doing once I talk to you. And then we'll make it happen for you. There's not a limited amount of success in the world. If you have it in your heart, you have it in your mind, you are truthful about how much you want to go after it, not just like, ooh, it would be nice, but like, fucking give it to me. I'm ready. Then I'm your girl. Trust me. Go to BrittanyBudd.com/strategy. Book a free strategy session with me right now. Worst case scenario, we don't find that we're a fit and we go our separate ways happily. No big deal. All right, guys, have an amazing night, an amazing weekend. I'll still be in the group next week from the beach. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A with me. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me, you guys. Have a good night. Mwah!